What did Jubilee and Sabbatical years mean for wealth? Imagine living in a society where wealth is not just about accumulation but about community and fairness. This is the essence of the Sabbatical and Jubilee years found in the Bible. These practices were not merely rituals. They were powerful systems designed to manage wealth in a way that promoted social justice and trust in God. The Sabbatical year occurred every 7th year. During this time, the land was to rest. No sowing, harvesting, or pruning was allowed. This practice was not just about agriculture, it was a demonstration of faith. It showed a reliance on God for provision, trusting that He would provide enough during the previous years to sustain the people. Additionally, debts were to be forgiven or deferred during this year. This act relieved many from financial burdens that could lead to long-term poverty. It encouraged compassion in lending and borrowing, ensuring that wealth did not become a tool of oppression. Now, let's talk about the Jubilee Year. This special year came every 50th year, following 7 cycles of sabbatical years. The implications of the Jubilee were even more profound. It involved freeing slaves and bonded laborers, forgiving debts, and restoring land to its original family owners. If someone had to sell their land or themselves due to financial difficulties, the Jubilee ensured these losses were not permanent. This reset prevented generational poverty and kept wealth from being concentrated in the hands of a few. These practices were rooted in the belief that the land ultimately belonged to God. The Israelites were seen as stewards rather than absolute owners. This understanding shaped their approach to wealth and resources. The Sabbatical and Jubilee years promoted a cycle of renewal based on mercy and justice. They encouraged a community-oriented approach to finance, where wealth was shared, debts were forgiven, and freedom was restored regularly. For those studying biblical finance and Christian money management, these principles remain as relevant today. They reminded us to trust in God's provision rather than solely focusing on accumulating wealth. Generosity, mercy, and compassion should guide our financial dealings. Rest and sustainability are essential, not just for the land but also for our personal finances. These teachings challenge us to prevent exploitation and seek justice in our economic relationships. By applying these biblical foundations, Christians can manage money with integrity. Forgiving debts where possible and avoiding oppressive lending practices become acts of faith. Viewing wealth as a tool for community well-being rather than personal gain aligns with the values taught in the Bible. In essence, the Sabbatical and Jubilee years offer a framework for financial theology that encourages stewardship, grace, and restoration. They invite us to reflect on how we handle our resources and to consider the broader impact of our financial choices on our communities.